Hello, now let's do part two, as I mentioned in the video before, um, of the verse the Undying Death from the book Footprints on Waters Free. So let me do the part two of it. Then what seemed to transpire shocked the knife. The tomato stated that past shelf life seemed his wilting form and was beyond reform. Wished to renounce the soft rind as it now rapidly declined. So he addressed the knife. Oh, lovely one, it's time for salsa to be done. Perform your duty, dear. Let true love thus appear. The knife, unnerved by Tomato's view, strongly refused to conform, withdrew her steps, stood silent and still, shocked and adamant in her will. And then began a dialogue between the two on death which does not ensue. So he says, of course, there's a lot of humor then, and the knife scorched within, but stayed silent. Still did not pretend to be compliant. The tomato saw her stubborn streak and profoundly did speak. My love, reflect what keeps us alive, even when this form does not strive, when unconscious or asleep, or in a calamity deep. Is it not life force that's energetic, animating as forms kinetic? Or not, and it alone is sovereign, appearing as all forms therein. Can there be another to own the form's presence or distinct forms in appearance? Besides, how does this force look appear? Is it not the formless informed gear? And if it's formless in appearance, can it be split in its presence? Is it not common in prevalence, always present in its existence? So, are there personal souls living in time, or just this whole? Reflect, aren't we one the same? Myriad raiments of one game. So he says, my dear, we're not a form small to live or die in life's call, but the impersonal life force, undivided from the force uh, that lives, the life force that lives as all, is untouched, cannot be stalled. Hence, there is no individual, but a seeming place sempiternal. He goes on. This is very nice. To be precise, the boundless presence, unchanged, indestructible in essence, is infinite, formless and free, appearing as forms that be. It is existent, alive, and uniform, whether it thrives or not as form. Is unborn, undying, formless and form stressed, timeless, present without event subsists. And as it is, so it cannot cease. Nor does it come in birth or leave. So, love, there is neither birth nor death, but oneness without an opposite. The oceanic being waves does lie, with no origin or end to come by. Like a wave, rises all appearance, with water alone in presence, appearance, disappearance, without an existence. And this is then many of the scriptures too. The tomato now appeared in a trance as he spoke of one with a dance, yet he a dance, and as he seemed split and seemed alive and unsplit, while the knife stared at his face lit. But then, of course, he goes on. But love, this talk of no identity cannot be comprehended by society, for its collective illusion, which deems real is the self's delusion. So I'll just read out this part. But it's seen there's no continuity, a start, end, or perpetuity. When ceases individuality, disappears all materiality. I'll read this. Completely silent was the knife, stayed without expression or strife, did not speak, ask, or show her skills, just stood there completely still. So carried on the tomato, I don't expect you to your views forego, nor wish to teach you detachment or end our attachment. I know all this talk of oneness seems completely meaningless when overwhelmed the emotions, over which there is no dominion, and no one ever has a choice to live or die, feel sad or rejoice. So don't disregard the pain that gnaws. No one's responsible for feelings raw. And nothing's denied in this liberty of life. Any activity can appear in its embrace. So feelings will rise and fall away, or in forms of memories may sway. You will naturally grieve as a relation, die as a lover, on my form cessation. But, sweetheart, sadness is not wrong. It's an expression of the song energetic. Now, of course, this is very nice. And my love, never forget this love's vignette. The symphony of love isn't staccato, So ceaseless will be our love's flow. I will be closer than your breath, as love, a presence beyond death, will always be alive in you, as love and life's each hue, as memories and feelings that auce you, or as sharp pain or a love anew. For you are me, and I am you, were always one, not two. I cannot any further say, neither will silence it convey. And then, of course, he goes on to tell her that, come on, strike. He tells the knife, come on, strike, cut, dice, or slice. Just slice this. And then, of course, the knife sharply stared at the tomato, quietly walked away from her bow. The wilted tomato passed away. And of course, and the last part is really beautiful. If you want to read it, let's just read out two lines from the last part, then you can buy if you want the book if you want. Years later, when knife turned rusty old, about to end was the fine form's leasehold, sought her presence, rest, death, and silence. But they could not. You did. So that's how it's very beautiful verse, The Undying Death from the book. So thank you so much. Thank you.